The Rings of Power, Episode 8, the finale. Welcome to Mirror Domains, and this is my full live watch along for The Rings of Power, Season 1, Episode 8. The Alloyed, is that what it's called? And it's the season finale, guys, of The Rings of Power. The season finale. Now, if you haven't watched one of these from me before, you know how this works. I can't show you the entire image here on the side, mostly because of, copyright reasons. But we're just getting into it, guys. It's just starting. So I'll let you know where I'm at within the episode to let you know where time codes are. And I got to make sure that things are cropped here properly for you guys. Yeah, don't worry. I'll let you know where the sounds are and stuff. It just finished its previously on. So this is the finale. And we're getting into it. Okay. I might have to adjust this because it's showing a little bit too much picture. Yeah, so it's just the guy who fell from the sky. And I am going to have to switch that up a bit, guys, I believe. Maybe, yes, no. Okay. All right, so he's just wanting an apple, saying that he's not in peril. Why for the hobbits here? Okay, good. So he just wants an apple, and I'm trying to correct something here quickly. I don't think it's going to let me. Nori. So we're back with Nori. What's wrong with her eyes? Oh, it's not Nori. It's one of those guys or girls or whatever, right? So they come to make him into the vessel of Sauron. Offering him an apple. Now, some people think that this is Gandalf. I still think that it's maybe Saruman. I don't know why that changed shape. Lord Sauron. So that is Sauron. So that's Sauron. Huh. That was a good special effect. So the man from the sky is Sauron. Okay. Alright, guys. So that's opening credits. I'm going to have to make an adjustment here while we do the opening credits. I got to fix up my posters slide here because it's not covering up. A little bit better? It's just doing the opening credits here, guys. So I'm making sure that I'm covering all my bases here, that I don't get slapped on the wrists here. There we go. That's better. Yeah, what? The man from the sky is Gandalf? I'm so confused. No, I guess it's not. The guy from the sky is going to be Sauron. That's not a big surprise. I thought it was going to be Sauron. People said that it could be a blue wizard, and there's all the speculation out there and stuff. But for me, I guess it sort of does make sense that he's going to be Sauron, but okay. Just going through the opening credits here, guys. And because this is the finale, afterwards, we'll take a look at some of the articles that I had pulled for our movie news show that we do. We'll take a look at some of the Easter eggs that they said, right? Rings of Power, guys. Rings of Power. So you can sync up your copies with mine. It looks like this is going to be an hour and 12 minutes. An hour and 12 minutes. Okay. It would take a brave man to slap you on the wrist, James. Yeah. Well, hey, it happened. It happened already. What did it happen for? It happened for Andor, episode 4. They got me. They got me. But I fixed it. Galadriel. Yeah. So she's going back to the...
and we have none.
Elrond.
Some way.
So, dilute it? Because he wanted the Mithril to build this thing, right? His mentor there? Kill a Brimbor.
Then the elves must prepare to abandon these shores.
But did they fail? So finally, Galadriel's back, marrying these two storylines.
What has happened?
Enemy lance. 6 days.
Crossed with his. How is it you are here?
Halbrand. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right, because Halbrand got run through, right?
I should have trusted you. It is a mistake I will not make again.
Yeah.
Because I believed in my heart I was not yet worthy of it.
So I'm going to try to save as much audio for the end or the reveals.
I did not cross that bitter ocean.
Yeah, because they're friends, right?
The only thing we can do.
Fight.
Swim.
Swim. Well, in her words. Then fight, right? Rise to meet it. Oh, he's awake. Halbrand's awake. He's recovered. Was the
He's not
workshop?
here, is he? Well,
Why did he say was? It's weird to refer to yourself as was. I was here. Hey, I was watching this, guys.
well, nothing like your artistry.
Infinity Stones?
Not enough.
Enough for what?
Battle. Right? War.
At the risk of sounding a fool, couldn't the right alloy also amplify those qualities?
Ooh. Okay.
Stronger. Might there not be some alloy to...
So that's where the title is going to come in, alloyed, right? Mix it with mithril? That's what he's got there, the mithril, right? So Halbrand, he's like, help can come from other races, and I'm sure the Celebrimbor doesn't like that. But I think it almost solidifies the fact that Halbrand's going to become a ring wraith. Talking about the old king there. There's Isildur's sister.
You have been chosen to propose one as well.
Has she now? They're drawing. Oh, okay. To give it like a portrait of them. This is the one that I said sort of looks a little bit like Emma Watson, right? I mean, come on. What is it with old kings on their deathbeds?
In the dark of night when you thought all eyes were asleep.
I'm sorry.
And there is still time. Yet, no, but you will be. So no.
She will be. That's weird. Who's talking to? That's not the old man, though, right? Somebody's talking through him. Okay, so she's just calling for help. So the old king has gotten up. Clanks.
Come, you must go up, but don't do.
Wow, that's an interesting. Like, I thought the king didn't have that much energy to act like that. That's why I'm saying that somebody else is acting through him, right? He's going to go up. She's going to go up and touch the orb. Or the eye of one of the eyes. Old King's delirious, yeah. So what is she going to see?
One object.
A crown.
A circular form will be ideal, allowing the light to arc back upon.
A ring. Not a crown, a ring.
One being?
Not just anyone being High King. You.
I'd not be standing here otherwise.
You should not be standing here at all.
Ooh. Yeah, but put the ore near the tree, guys, and it'll heal. They don't know that yet, right?
There is no elf in Middle-earth who wanted a solution more than I. It was only in speaking with the Southlander that I realized... The lone...
Yeah.
Of the flesh, but over flesh. This is...
In world. Why is she looking at him like that? She's worried about what he's saying, right? That was weird, that the way that she was looking at him there. That they're not even going to try.
Over flesh.
Yeah.
Where did you hear them?
Hallbrand. Oh, it was Hallbrand that said it?
It's over.
She doesn't like that, though. She doesn't like that. I think maybe it's just something that she read in those libraries at Numenor.
Not even when it is meager. Or have you forgotten your own counsel?
Yeah, the guy who plays Elrond is fantastic. And I like Galadriel, obviously. You guys know that. Durin, I don't know if we're going to see Durin in the finale here. Is it? If that's the only order that they're going to have, is Durin's story done for this season? Or is he going to go ahead and forge something without consent? It looks like he's going to forge something without consent. But they don't know that that can heal the tree that's bleeding right now, right? So Hallbrand's working with him. And she...
Our records are limited concerning the mortal kingdoms.
Get your butt down there then, man. Constraint. So she's suspicious of something.
Of it.
All of a sudden, the two of you seem quite familiar.
This is Hallbrand.
Someone like me. Here.
Guy playing Elrond is worldly. His otherworldly. His performance is so believable. Yeah, it is.
I'd all but given up.
Really?
But you
Believed in
believed.
me. Except I think you're going to be doomed, man.
No one else does either.
So he cares for her? That's weird. So he's making his feelings known there, but I think, yeah, I think he's going to become the leader of the ring wraiths, I think, right? No?
The more the veil will weaken. bring you to our lands.
Oh, so they're all women, right? Hermit's hat. Rune.
Yes.
They're doing like a weird echoey thing with their voices.
Fell from the stars, yet you are greater than they.
Oh man, now it's really getting...
Shall be your slave.
If you don't have a headset on for it, it's really kind of... So we summoning the wind there.
Control his powers. For now, bind him.
Bind him. What? He said, what is it? Was Nori there? Or it's Savak? Nori? So they're spying on them. Of course. Oh, sorry guys, I haven't given a timestamp. 23, coming up on 23 minutes here. So we're just coming up on 23 minutes. Blade on sheaths. Sadok. Sadok, not Savik. Savik is the father of okay. What the heck is going on out here? Sounds like somebody's dragging like something across. Ooh. His eyes changed there. No. Sadok got hit by... He got stabbed. Oh, it was one of them. So they were just pretending. We hear some storm stuff. Rustling. So is the guy from the sky going to save Nori? Because Nori's a friend. He considers her a friend. Okay.
Calm yourself.
So he did that floor, that kind of shock thing again by hitting the ground. thunder shock or whatever. Yeah, these three white things are definitely very powerful, right? Okay, so they knocked him back. And oh, Sadok still is around. Ooh. Where are they dragging him? They're lifting him up. Again, they're knocking him back. Make him see what? So she got hit on the rock by a rock. I'm assuming this is a she. I thought it was a dude, but I guess not. We really haven't gotten a really good look. Because there it looks like it's a she, but... She's going to throw fire at them. That's a cool shot. That's a cool shot. What time is that? 28. Okay. So he knew that it was Nori and he wanted to help, and they stopped him. Why would they do that? Well,
We need you. Please just take it.
Hurt you again.
You are. You choose by what you do.
that's good life advice. So Sadok seems to be okay there, though. Haru Kakan? Is that... I know it. You. No, they're not going to kill her family. He's going to kill them? It only hurt but a moment. So he's got one of the staffs now. And they won't be happy with that.
Here's the other. This
This time. He's good. So yeah. Oh, you saw that. What was that? That was they were wraiths, right? So they're wraiths. Ooh. But then is he Gandalf then? Or is he Sauron? Because you think Sauron would be around before Gandalf, wouldn't he? To make him Saruman the White? Well, that was a good scene. Yeah, definitely. 31 minutes. Now he's going to succumb to his wounds. The one throwing the fire is a girl played by Birdie Sisson.
The missus will be waiting.
Yeah. That's noble, right? To know that your number's up. So you just want one last thing is that to see the sunrise. So we still don't quite have an answer as to who the guy who fell from the sky is. But at least now we know that he's not Sauron, right? So is that the only clue that we're going to get in this episode? If we're halfway through here of this episode, 33, yeah, we just passed 33 minutes there, guys. So yeah, about halfway through.
Stairs to main post.
Well, she's counting, she's mapping it out in her head so she can know how to get around. Because she's blind, remember? She's not happy about it. Some people grieve differently. Sometimes
I claim to have had little choice.
getting back into work and not thinking about it is a way to bury your feelings for a while, but he's still alive. Isildur's still alive, right?
Stars. I just never imagined it would lead here.
Are they suggesting that these two have more of a relationship?
It is.
Come what
Come
may.
what may.
Yep. That was I like that scene too. That was a nice scene. Knowing that they're in the thick of it, whatever happens, they're gonna stay the course, right? Okay, so they're coming back to Numenor, and touching scene with the Queen. Yeah, it was. It's on fire?
What is it?
You guys see what? I don't. Just the black flags? Isn't that their ships? Oh, was it the flag to notify that the king is dead? Is that why? All the black flags? Explosion. The heck was that? The king must be dead, yeah.
Should have held this time. Patience. This is a journey. Not every step we take will be forward.
Except you guys will blow yourselves up.
Pushing ourselves too hard.
So they're...
Meaning what?
Meaning that the metals shouldn't.
Ideas. They're giving them ideas. Ooh, he found it. I thought the catacombs was supposed to be a long search. Halbrand doesn't like that, though. Why? I like that shot, too.
We found it.
Two crowns.
Not exactly.
2 crowns. Different. A ring.
You know who I am.
There is no king of the Southlands. He had no heir.
So he's just been lying about being king? So then he won't be a ring wraith?
No. No, on the raft you saved me.
On the and mine. I have been awake since before the breaking of the first silence.
Okay. Hear the high-pitched ringing. So is he the vessel? See the vessel of Sauron? Or is he Sauron? No. Oh, he threw her into like a memory or something? She's going to see her brother? Galadriel, it's a lie.
On your feet now.
It's all in your head. Notice how we're not seeing his face, the brother's face there. She knows that is a trick, right? Okay, so we did see a shot of the face there.
Time. You have been.
They're filming it where she's smaller, like she's below him, and he's hired to emulate that she was younger than him, right?
Task was to ensure peace.
No, you
So
died.
Sauron had ambitions like Ultron to wipe everything out, and he called that peace. So if Halbrand is Sauron, I guess it would make sense that he was a forger, he was a smith, because he would know how to craft a ring. Okay. And he's obviously got the ability to.
Yeah. Look at me!
Ooh. He knows that his spells aren't working on him, on her.
Of Morgoth's.
Hmm. Hmm.
Deceived me.
I told you the truth. I told you that I had done evil and you did not care.
So why is he doing this with Galadriel? Does he want to recruit her? Ooh, the water's calm. There's something really eerie about calm water. Ooh, the shadow, you can see his true form, I suppose, right? So he does want to recruit her.
I alone.
Yeah.
Fair as the sea and the sun. No,
The Dark
not
Lord.
dark. Not with you at my side. We can save this Middle Earth.
Safe.
Yeah, so he's like Ultron. He doesn't see a difference, right?
Never be at your side.
Because of you! And you will die because of me!
What the heck's happening? Okay, she's still trapped to that thing underwater? This whole thing has been... Yeah, but he went down and got her out, didn't he? Halbrand doesn't seem to be capable of all this darkness over the land and decay of leaves, etc. What caused the decay? Well, the evil forces, right? Adar and the Uruk.
It's Elrond.
Prove it.
I was alone, a young half-elven boy without friend or kin.
Okay, so she's... Yeah, I like Morvith Clark in her performance because she went through a range there, right? Of being angry, frustrated, bitter, sad. Great location, too.
Wet as a river rock. Why? Because
He is gone. And I doubt he will return.
You said you would not make again.
You are making that promise.
If it were easy, it would not require trust. No, you do not proceed. Where is it? Did he take it? Fine. Okay.
Powers we forged today must be for the...
Okay. Guys, if I accidentally leave the audio on a little bit too long and it gets muted, don't worry, I'll fix that in post. But it's just... So you're going to offer up her blade? Okay. I was worried there, though, that Celebrimbor or whatever was corrupted himself because he was quoting Halbrand. So I was worried that he was corrupted.
Go to Rune.
Rune.
Istar. Is that your
Istar.
kind?
Wise one.
Wizard.
Wizard. So he is a wizard. So which is he, though? Is he Gandalf, Saruman, Radagast? I don't think he would be Radagast. $53 already. Oh, guys, we only got about 10-15 minutes left of this season. Adventures must be shared.
What could ever hope for?
Okay. All uphill. Yeah, why don't you do the trail finding? So it does feel like we're getting some closure to some of the storylines here. Looks like they're trying to wrap up the Harfoot storyline here. Wise one. Wizard. The wizard's going to go off to find out who he is.
You belong out there.
And is Nori going to go with him? Okay, so she's going to go off with him. Yeah, and they needed to do this. They needed some answers for how the Harfoots and how this wizard fits in with the rest of the story. Or at least give us some of the answers. Because if they didn't do it in this episode, it would have made pretty much everything they've done useless, right? But I like how there's growth there between these two, Nori, and how her friend is going to become almost like the guide, right?
And an extra blanket in case you get cold.
Always quench your fire, water and air.
Don't squat by a river. Nori's going to adventure like Frodo is Poppy to be her Samwise. I don't think so. I think she's just going to go off with the wizard by herself.
Runs, where the sparrows learn their songs.
Hmm. I like how the direction here is. They're allowing the actors here to have a little bit of a moment here, and it's good acting. I like that. Did you know the next season of Rings of Power is 2 years away? Yeah, it's a long time away. They just started shooting season 2, right? So, because of the visual effects burdens and stuff like that. And apparently Sauron is going to be like Walter White. We'll take a look at some of the articles and once this wraps up here. 58 minutes. So probably about 10 minutes left. Yeah, we'll take a look at some of the articles of the Easter eggs perhaps that I missed after this wraps up. Okay, so she's just saying goodbye to her friend.
Why does everyone I love them?
Hmm.
No.
So what's it going? Who haven't we seen? We haven't seen Arendir in this, right? We haven't seen Arendir, Theo, and Bronwyn yet in this episode for their finale. Was their finale last episode then? I'm guessing it's going to end with we're going to see the 3 rings of the elves being made. So was Adar lying then when he said he killed the vessel of Sauron? What was Adar talking about then?
Well, they're all waving at you.
A sweet smell in the air?
When in doubt.
Okay, so follow your nose. So maybe that's the hint that he is Gandalf? Because remember in the minds of Mordor, or in the minds of whatever, he was sitting there sniffing. He said, "Oh, the air is not as foul this way." Is that the nod that saying that it's Gandalf? I think it must be then, right? Okay, so there you go. That wraps up their story. Adar must have thought Halbrand had died in the shipwreck, but he survived on the raft. Must have. Okay, so this is going to wrap up the elves storyline because she's going to melt down her knife and marry it to become with the rings. Good catch. Yeah, follow your nose. Yeah. Mines of Moria. Moria, that's what I'm thinking of. Whoops, sorry guys, too much sound there. Whoops, damn. How much time was that? An hour and 1 minute? An hour and 1 minute, around the 1 hour mark. Okay. So they take it from yon mold. We're going to get into there. So he's going to drop the mithril in. And it hisses. Uh-oh. I don't like the way that that's spinning there like that. It's working. He's smiling. Oh. So this is the molds that are making the ring. It's poured. Oh, I just made an ingot. Okay. Why is he? He's back there. Elrond's looking for something. They're twisting it. Oh. Oh, Elrond's found the scroll. Okay, so he's going to learn too that it's Halbrand was Sauron. It's all pretty much music in this so far, right? For the ending. Oh, and he's going to put those gems and jewels in. Each one will have a different color. Okay. And there they are, the rings. Okay. I don't think they're going to talk about it, though. I think maybe they're just going to linger on these shots for she's going to see that he's holding the scroll, right? Yeah, she sees it. But it's okay. She trusts Sauron, so... Is that it? Halbrand? Or Sauron, I guess we can call. The Lord of Bling. An hour and 7 minutes in, guys. So, Sauron, or Halbrand, has gone to Mordor. To the tower, or Mount Doom, right? That's it? Okay, so there's a nice song here. Okay. I'm just listening to the song here, guys. I like it. One for the Dark Lord. Yeah, we didn't see Arendir or Theo or Bronwyn, I suppose. Okay. Do you think they'll be in season 2? Do you think Arendir will be in season 2 and Bronwyn? I think they will. Yeah, so there's some big questions there. Still, what was Adar thinking when he... I think Arglass Vikings there, you were right, that Adar must have thought Halbrand had died in the shipwreck. Yeah. And Adar, he was trying to create Mordor, so when Sauron does come back, maybe he was thinking that... Maybe he knew that he was going to come back in some fashion, but I'm guessing season 2 will be all more about him crafting his ring of power and then them uniting the lands. Ooh. I like the vocals here where the shadows lie. A lot of vibrato in there. Yeah. What is your season score? 1 out of 10. 10 is the best. Byford the Hobbit asks. Okay, guys. That's it. I don't think that there's a post-credit scene. I don't suspect that there is. Amazon Studios. Yeah, no post-credits. Okay. All right. Let's talk about it. What was my score for this season? Okay. It definitely picked up during the last half of it, for sure. My first would be 7 out of 10. But that may change here. Let's just try to think about it here for a little bit. Let's try to maybe digest it a little bit. Because I want to take a look at some of the articles first here. Let's do that and see if any of these things make sense. The Rings of Power showrunner Sauron will be like Walter White in season 2. Okay, but we never saw this shot though. We never saw this shot. This was only like a flashback or something, right? So obviously somehow this would be Halbrand, but I don't think we'll ever see him in this form. So that'll get transformed a little bit, right? Season 1. But you know what? Sometimes some of the best shows have rough first seasons. So that's why I'm a little bit more generous and forgiving for things, because sometimes you don't really find your path, right? And you don't really find exactly what it is that makes it totally click until later seasons, right? I mean, even Star Trek Next Generation had a really bad, rough first season. And it didn't really actually get good until the third one. Well, the second season was pretty good. But, it didn't really come into its own until the third season. So this I expect too. I mean, it sounds like from what these articles are saying is that the showrunners are at least, and the creators are aware of what people are saying now. The thing is that when you make seasons like this, when you film it all, the entire season without getting audience feedback on stuff, you don't have any chance to course correct. You just make everything and hope that people like it. It's not like a sitcom or any other kind of TV show where they got like a weekly schedule or anything like that. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the spoilers. Not too much in this article that's too coherent. It's just big bulky paragraphs. But yeah, they want to make him like Walter White from Breaking Bad, right? Season 1 opens with, who is Galadriel? Where did she come from? What did she suffer? Why is she driven? Says Payne. We're going to do the same thing with Sauron in Season 2. Okay, so Sauron's story is going to follow Galadriel's. It's going to mirror Galadriel's. Where did she come from? So we're going to learn where Sauron came from. Well, we know what's driving him now. He said so to her at the end. But we'll fill in the missing pieces. Sauron could just be Sauron, McKay adds. Like Tony Soprano or Walter White, he's evil but complexly evil. And he's obviously going to meet up with Adar at some point, right? So the first season is like Batman Begins and The Dark Knight is the next movie. Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if I consider it to be like... I wouldn't call Sauron Batman. But let's take a look at some of the other things that we might have missed. Rings of Power, Galadriel actor reveals she learned Sauron's twist. Okay. So Morvith Clark here. Season 1. Galadriel had the opportunity to sit down with Clark and talk about it. Okay, so let's take a look at what she said. So I found out Charlie found out that he was playing Sauron, and I was told as we were kind of filming our Numenor bits, but we weren't given episode 8 till really late on. So we didn't know how she was going to find out. That was kind of frustrating and exciting. We also didn't know how close they would become as well. When I found out that Halbrand was Sauron, we didn't know how they'd feel after the battle in the Southlands and stuff. So it was kind of painful knowing that Galadriel did being like, oh no, you're going to be sad. Okay, well, people were saying that he was going to be a ring wraith, but it turns out he's going to be Sauron. Okay, fine. I got no problem with that. Yeah. Halbrand's reflection in the water showed a foreshadowing of Sauron and a hint of the crown in the reflection beside Galadriel. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Did it wrap up every question that I had? We learned about we learned that it's Gandalf, right? The guy who fell from the sky. We know then that he's going to eventually come along and help the elves there to fight Sauron. And I can't wait to see, like, once he gets his full faculties, I can't wait to see those interactions. Now, I'm sure that we'll get in Season 2. But then we'll have to get the human contingency, right? More humans. Because they'll that big gate that was blocking off Mordor, that was just south of where that big city was, where Boromir and Faramir are from, right? So we'll have to see those people and how they deal with this new threat that's developed there in Mordor, and they get their rings at some point, right? And then they'll become the ring wraiths. That lineage, is that the way I remember it? And then when the dwarves try to mine more mithril, that goes back to the other episode where we saw when they followed that vein of mithril down, we saw the Balrog was down there. So the Balrog will come out and kill most of them, right? Is that what will happen? Okay. So it's coming into focus a little bit. Yeah, it's just, I'm going to have to let it sit and stew for a little bit. But as of right now, I have to say, as a season, 7 out of 10, but by far, the Mordor reveal episode, when the volcano explodes, is the best episode. It was episode 6, right? That has been the best episode. My favorite episode for sure, because it's mostly battle, it's action, and I don't care if it seems silly that he's riding after him in one part and then the next scene he's riding towards him. I don't care how that's explained. I don't get hung up on little details like that. But I like the reveals and I like the performances in this. A lot of tender moments. Who's your favorite Harfoot? Well, Nori is obviously. Actually, I kind of like the way that Sadok went out too. He went out like a boss, right? But yeah, Nori's going to be my favorite for sure. Yeah. But I'm just trying to think here. Do we need to hear anything more from Arendir and Bronwyn? Because Theo seemed to have a fascination with the blade or the key that opened up everything else. He just seemed to have. There's something. I think there's going to be more for Theo. I think down the line, right? And we didn't see exactly. Oh yeah, the Sildor. Where is he? What's going on? Right? Is he still? He's still with the Uruk or whatever as a prisoner or something like that? What's going on with him? We didn't see him. We know eventually he comes around, right? We know that he comes around, so we'll have to see how that picks up. We didn't really get a definitive answer, unless I might have missed it. Maybe because I didn't expect things to wrap up in the previous episode for some of the storylines. That's why I'm still thinking about some of these other story threads that they had. It's good enough that I want to go back and I want to watch it all over again, now knowing that I know that Halbrand is Sauron, just to see how they play it. But by the way that some of those articles were saying, this seems like the actors didn't know it at the time. So hopefully the directors knew, and the directors put in enough nuance in there for us to pick that up, right? Because they were some King of the Southlands, which is now Mordor. That's a clue. Pretty hard on the nose right there. Hey, he's a smith. He likes to craft things. He likes to make rings. He's going to make his ring. We saw him walking towards Mount Doom there. So he's going to make the ring there. His ring there. The Ring of Power. Okay. And then he crafts Elvish writing into it. So maybe he does that because he wanted the ring to make the ring for Galadriel. I don't know. Really interesting stuff, guys. Okay, let's wrap that up there. And as I said, if there's anything that gets blocked or anything like that, I'll fix it in post. Don't worry about that. Guys, if you like this stuff, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I really like this finale. It was pretty solid. A lot of emotional scenes for sure. And this banner now, I'm going to have to put this banner away. I'm not going to need it anymore. At least for a little while, at least because Byford the Hobbit said there in the live chat that it's going to be a couple of years now until season 2, because they just started shooting it. It's going to take some time in post to edit it all together and stuff like that, but at least they got the scripts, right? Isildur is either captured by orcs or was under rubble, came to and is wandering alone somewhere. Art Glassback is, yeah, they didn't really answer that, but we know that he's still going to be around. All right. That's it, guys. That's the season finale. And this is all part of a playlist that you can follow up in the cards and description below. So if you like this stuff, by all means, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and save the playlist. Save the playlist if you not interested in subscribing. But I don't know why you wouldn't want to subscribe. I mean, come on. We do things here like the House of the Dragon on Mondays. And we do Andor, Star Wars Andor on Wednesdays. And we just wrapped up She-Hulk for Thursdays. So Thursdays and Fridays here, we'll have to figure out something else as the weeks go forward here. Yeah. For sure. And then on Saturdays, we do the Horror Weekly Roundup, where we talk about all the big horror movie news headlines of the week. And then we do the Movie News Show daily, 12 p.m. Eastern, during the week. So we talk about all the big movie news headlines that drop. So guys, that's it. Rings of Power, Season 1. Thank you very much for joining me. It was a lot of fun. And I can't wait for Season 2. I'm on board. Are you? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. You're watching Mirror Domains. I'll see you next time for more Rings of Power or more movie news. Yeah. Come on. You like what you see.